Looks like it's bouncing off the ground. Oh my gosh, the weather has really changed. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Internet. Good morning, Andrew.
It is, we're in Streaky Bay. We were standing here a moment admiring the double rainbow and the beautiful sunlit clouds and the reflections on the very still Streaky Bay. And in the space of time it took me to get the camera out of there, get it all together and the microphones connected, it has started raining quite heavily.
Thank you for the weather report. Is it the rest of the day going to be like that?
Oh, yeah, well, that's pretty important.
I have two factoids.
Do you?
Yes,
Please.
about Streaky Bay.
Yes.
More. First, we stayed last night in the Streaky Bay Hotel, which is
Community hotel.
community owned, which I thought was very interesting. So it would appear that it's like I guess it's like a bit like a club, but it's a pub. And it has that sort of feeling to it. It was actually very nice, sort of probably, I don't know when it was built, early 1900s or something.
Do you want me to tell you?
Oh, yes, please. But anyway, so the fact that it's community owned, run by volunteers, etc., was very good, and it was a very enjoyable evening.
1866.
1866.
By John Mudge.
Yeah, but it didn't become a community.
No, it became a community hotel in 1968.
1968, probably would otherwise have gone broke.
Probably.
That was my first. The second is Streaky Bay, where we are, is the home of the unbelievably well-known jockey, Kerrin McAvoy.
Oh. Do I know who?
He won the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
Won the Melbourne Cup.
God, even I know who he is.
The year 2000, and there's a statue over there.
He must be
honouring
famous.
Kerrin. And he went to the Streaky Bay High School, and he's their local hero. So well done, Kerrin, and well done, Streaky Bay, for honouring someone who has achieved so much, internationally renowned jockey.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting factoid.
It is. I have a factoid, Rob.
Thank you.
The naming of Streaky Bay, because it doesn't look particularly streaky, does it?
Not right at the moment, no.
So, named by Matthew Flinders.
Oh.
In 1802.
The Matthew Flinders.
The Matthew Flinders, which is probably why the pub used to be called the Flinders Hotel.
Before the community bought it.
Before the community bought it and gave it a silly name. So in his log of 5 February 1802, I know you're interested in this level of detail.
Yes, I am.
He notes, and the water was much discoloured in streaks. Not by streaks, but in streaks. And I called it Streaky Bay.
Well, imagine how many places that Matthew Flinders named.
Oh, that's right.
He had to. He was struggling.
He really did.
He came through all
He got back to the name book. He got back to the name book, and it just said first thought. First thought was Streaky Bay. It's now considered likely that the streaks were caused by a particular seaweed which emits an oil.
Tell us about today, Andrew.
Today we're leaving Streaky Bay. We're going actually sort of northeast up to Ceduna.
Right.
That's a little kink up to Ceduna.
West.
No, it's actually east. The road goes up like that. We're going up to Ceduna. Ceduna is technically the beginning of the Nullarbor. We'll fuel up, we'll have some brekkie. It's only an hour and a quarter away. And then from Ceduna we head pretty much due west along the Air Highway. Rob's just checking the map.
Well, as if I'm going to accept that it's east.
It's west. Then we're going to head pretty much due west across the Nullarbor, across the Air Highway. Okay, he's right. I had it in my mind. The map in my mind looked different to that. We will
You're getting homesick. You want to go home already. It's not like our fourth day.
Yes, Viv.
Penang?
Penang? We're going to Penang.
And that's not in Thailand, or
No, it's not Malaysia. It's not Penang. It's Penang. We're going to visit the Pink Lake.
Of course we are.
Hopefully the light will be better than this. Otherwise, it won't
can
be
we
pink.
please go to the Windmill Museum?
If we have to, Rob.
I love windmills.
And the Windmill
Tilting
Museum.
windmills, anyway.
And then we just. I don't know exactly what's between Penang. There's a couple of little Yalata. There's an Aboriginal community called Yalata between Penang and Nullarbor Roadhouse. But that's where we're staying tonight.
I'm looking forward to Nullarbor Roadhouse. I had my first battered saveloy.
That's right. Chico rolls for dinner. and a cup of really bad coffee, probably, or something like that.
For dinner? No, I think they'll have beer.
I think they'll have beer. So that's it. That's today. It's actually pretty straight. Hopefully the weather's going to improve
It
because
started raining since we've been talking to you.
yeah, it was looking pretty.
So it's kind of your fault.
It is. If we'd left, we probably would have been riding during this instead of escaping it. Anyway, we will stop and tell you a little bit along the way.
We will.
Thank you, Andrew. Are you going to show the people that it's raining a bit out
I'm just going to show
Streaky Bay?
I was being really optimistic back at Streaky Bay, opining that the weather might have crossed over the top of us and headed out to sea. But no.
That was very optimistic because I looked up and I couldn't see that at all.
See, I have a
But
little optimistic streak. It's very deep. But
It comes out occasionally.
Generally in association with motorcycle riding.
And weather.
No, I'm not usually on the weather.
Can I just say to the people, we are incredibly lucky with the weather. We had so little disruption from rain
Yes,
over all of our trips.
that's true.
Like even this, it's drizzle. It's not really heavy rain
It's
at all.
not. It's heavy Scotch mist.
And we're heading to the Nullarbor, so it's not going to rain there, surely.
Oh no, I hope not. This is not how I imagined it would look.
No, I thought it would be sand and straight roads.
And this, to Rob's point, Rob, this is only the second time you've put your plastic pants on.
It is.
So that's a bit of a... Well, this is an important junction.
Is it?
Rather than juncture. Well, we're turning onto the air highway now, which will take us
To Ceduna.
right across to Ceduna initially, yes, and then ultimately to Norseman.
Oh, there's a truck.
Should you let him go?
I'm letting him go. I'm certainly not going to ride in front of a truck.
Not as we enter the air highway, no. So yes, there you are. This is the... We won't need particularly complex navigational instructions from this point for a couple of days.
Andrew, I've taken a decision.
What is it, Rob?
Perth's too far. I can't believe it. I feel like I've been riding for like 4 weeks, and I get to this point. Apparently, at the beginning of the Nullarbor, I thought I was almost there. Perth is 1,917 kilometres away, and to make things worse, you just said the nastiest thing you've ever said to me, and that was that I carry a shadow around with me. So fuck you. I'm not coming any further. I'm going home.
Okay, well, I'll see you in Sydney.
See you in Sydney, you bastard. See ya.
Oh.
See you, viewers. I'm going to Denial Bay. That's quite good.
Denial Bay, that's the right place.
And I've decided I will.
Oh, good. I knew you'd change your mind.
It's a long way though,
It is a long
19 kilometres.
I think we should give ourselves 2 days to do that.
Well, you have, haven't you?
Well, we've given ourselves much more time than that. That's all the way to Perth. Unfortunately, it didn't tell us how far it was to Norseman.
How far is Sydney to Perth?
I think it's... I did know at one point. I did look
Is
at
it 3,500?
Yeah, I think it is 3,400, something like that.
So we're not really that close. We're not even halfway there.
No.
Bloody hell.
It's a bit of a heavy realisation, isn't it? I do think we would be closer. The Nullarbor, which we're now officially on, by the way.
Hello, Nullarbor.
Hello, Nullarbor, because...
Well, it's not, there's trees.
Well, there are actually a number of trees on the Nullarbor, I'm told.
What,
even though it's called the Nullarbor. No, what...
The Nullarbor.
From Ceduna, which we have just left, is the beginning, I think, the eastern side of the Nullarbor. And from here to Norseman, which is where we turn right to go up to Kalgoorlie, is 1,200 odd kilometres.
Bloody hell. So, by the time we get to Kalgoorlie, Kalgoorlie's like 1,200 kilometres away.
Yeah. Yep, Kalgoorlie's 1,200. It's actually a bit further because...
So when I said let's do a side trip to Kalgoorlie, I didn't really know what I was saying.
You didn't know, but I took you seriously and we're doing a side trip to Kalgoorlie.
Or just to see the big pit.
Just to see the big pit.
The super pit or whatever.
Super pit. I thought I'd just make the observation that we're about 30 kilometres out of Penong. So we're about 30 or 40 k's out of Ceduna. And we're still seeing croplands, quite vast ones. We're at Lake Macdonnell, about 15 k's out of Penong, and we have the Pink Lake and the Green Lake on either side of us. It's not clear which one's which.
No,
it is pink.
Yeah.
There's a pinkish hue there.
There is.
We'll put the drone up on the way back across this causeway and see what that shows us. It's quite striking though, going across this causeway.
It is.
The sun's out, it's quite beautiful.
Oh, it's definitely pink.
Look, definitely pink, yep. Caused by a combination of algae and some bacteria. Oh wow, that's very pink there.
Yeah, it's getting oranger.
Penong Windmill Museum, famous across the Nullarbor.
Oh, I see. It's not really a museum.
It's not really a museum. It's a collection of defunct, redundant windmills. Let's just do a cycle through the car park, and the police are here.
Just to keep us safe.
Yeah. Oh, there they are. They're very fine.
Riddle.
Let's get a photograph. By Penong is a truck of trucks, also being checked by the Polizia.
That's a different car though.
It is. Obviously they've hit the area hard today. Oh, he's doing a cocaine test.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I suppose maybe
With a little blue plastic thing.
Maybe they take it to
Maybe it's a
stay awake.
Yeah, that's probably it. Well, off we go. Not a lot now between here and Nullarbor Roadhouse, apparently, other than kangaroos and wombats. There we go. Nullarbor, 222, that'll be us.
That's us.
Sure whether to go under or around this.
I'll go around it. I know they talk about the 90 kilometres straight, but I think the whole road's just straight.
The road is pretty straight. I think the only reason there's the famous bit is because there's literally no bend in it. But the bends here are pretty notional.
Yeah. What happened, Andrew?
Well, they got me at 127 in
What
a
did-
110 zone. And I did say to him, I said, I was just trying to catch up with my mate. I'd stopped. But there was very little, there was no empathy.
Right.
He was very nice, but there was no empathy. And a long lecture on the fact that they are under a lot of pressure because South Australian road depths have doubled in the last year or something like that. So he said, oh, well, funnily enough, just took all my details down in a notepad. He said, oh, that'll a final issue, you go to your home, $516.
Fuck! He didn't even take it down below the 15.
I don't think so. It's pretty rude.
It's fucking rude.
He could have just, you know.
Did he say that I'd been going too fast?
He said your mate was okay.
Yeah.
I said,
I was.
I know, I was just catching up with him. That's the speed we've been driving at. Yeah, I think. I'd say the pressure translates to
Money.
quota. That's the Nullarbor.
No trees, Andrew.
No trees. Nullarbor. That's how I imagined it.
A bit more red dirt, I think, but maybe we'll get that later on.
Yes. Well, we know we are on the plane. I thought we were about to have a head-on bloody collision on the Nullarbor Plain.
That would be very funny. That was what I was trying for.
We're 12 kilometres away from the Nullarbor Roadhouse.
Yes, which is going to be very salubrious accommodation, I have absolutely no doubt.
So today we have travelled from Streaky Bay. We've had quite a few rain showers, like quite light, on and off, scattered showers, go through it and then you dry straight away. So that's been fine. We have seen lots of very pretty farming land, to be honest. Like
Yeah, a lot of farming land. The farming land can continue for some time. It wasn't
did.
really until is it Nunnadrew? There was a roadhouse and pretty much that's where they stopped.
Yeah.
And since then it sort of went from sort of a treed, scrubby sort of landscape to literally
No trees.
all of a sudden not a single tree.
But shrubs, like low shrubs. We've got to research tonight why trees don't grow on the Nullarbor.
That's right.
There must be a reason.
There's nothing over about a metre tall, maybe even lower to the ground than that.
So it's been a very enjoyable day, not too stressful. It's about
Except for my run-in with the law. You'll have seen something on the video already, I'm sure, but I'm still smarting. The guy who sold us our ticket at a vast 20% discount because they're about to close, he said that there was 6 whales in the bay this morning. 6 sightings in the bay this morning.
early.
Early, yeah.
Early whales.
This is a big whale watching area in the season, which sort of starts in June.
It's the Great Australian Bight.
Yeah, that's right. Southern right whales come here to have their babies.
Indeed. And we went to Penong. We spent a bit of time in Penong.
We did.
Went
Windmill
out to
Museum.
the Pink Lakes. You'll see some
Lakes.
great footage from the Pink Lakes.
I think so.
We went to the Windmill Museum. We went to the service station.
Penong had a lot going for it.
Not much. We're going west.
We're going west.
young man. We're
Old
going
man.
to Kalgoorlie.
Yeah, to Kalgoorlie. That's northwest.
Like Kalgoorlie, though. Seriously, it's like 1,500 kilometres away or something.
It is.
It's just ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I'm thinking it's like we're going to be there in 2 nights.
The last destination sign we saw had Perth 1,717 kilometres, whereas it was 1,917 kilometres when
I was rudely awakened about how long
Brought back
our
to
trip
Earth.
is.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it.
Have a good night.
Well, we're just arriving at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, which is, I was going to say like an oasis, but I don't know that I'd say that actually. It certainly springs up out of nowhere. There you are, the Nullarbor Links golf course hole here is Dingo's Den.
We'll get fuel.
Yeah, we might as well get some fuel before we check into our luxurious accommodation, which is just over there.
It looks pretty special.
does look special. I got us the most.
You've got
I got us the executive suites.
the honeymoon suite.
No, the executive suites.
Were they seriously executive and non-executive?
No, I don't think so. I think I probably would have, given it's costing us the princely sum of $165 a night each. I probably would have sprung for best
Executive.
available. Premium unleaded, no more 98.
Blue.
95 here.
Unleaded. This will do.
$2.96. That's probably the most we paid so far, do you think?
Definitely. Most of anything.
Well, I think it was either Ceduna or something like that. It was $3 something. So that's not going to be a personal best.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much. So, pretty much everything is going to be upside as far as this review is concerned. Ta-da! Oh, there's a strong smell of disinfectant, or bloody hell, it was probably necessary. Probably somebody died in here recently. Well, basic. That's what you can do when you... Oh yeah, they're original. It's got a walk-in wardrobe, which is a funny place to put the air conditioner, but anyway, who am I to criticise? It's got everything a man could need. It actually looks and feels a lot like, I imagine, a prison cell. It's got prison cell vibes.